The Young Women's Jazz Workshops is an 8-week course that runs to help young women aged between 12 and 25. What I like about the course is I've made some really cool friends with people who, are like-minded and we share similar interests.
Well, I've made so many friends and I'm really happy for it. This is my friend here.
Yeah!
We've been running this program here at the Sydney Conservatorium of Music for over 12 years now. In that time, we bring students here to use the facilities that we have, the concert halls, the rehearsal rooms, the equipment, to give them a real taste of what it could be like, as well as having a great lot of fun making music together.
It's made a huge difference. There are so many amazing young female musicians who are around now in the Sydney jazz scene. A very, very great number of them. I'd hesitate to say most of them have all come through the workshops at one point or another.
I can now look at professional jazz musicians who are advertising their concerts and see the names of some of the women who were actually in the program from the early years.
A lot of the other tutors who we've had in at various points have been previous students who have gone on to do amazing things worldwide.
My relationship with the teachers has been really cool, really good. I feel like they've been super encouraging and welcoming of me, towards the industry as they are, part of the jazz scene here in Australia and in Sydney.
I wouldn't know how I would have met all these people.
Yeah. And you all have the same interests, so it's really nice.
And I think that's what these small ensembles do as well, is create this sort of, safe environment with a small group of people who you see week on week in. You're developing those relationships. And by the end of the course, you're feeling comfortable within your group and supported. It's also given me the chance to, have a place where I can play and practice what I've been learning.
And it can be very confronting, particularly for young women getting up and improvising, because it's a very personal thing. It's very in your face.
And it's really cool to have found, people who also have a big interest in jazz and just, kind of form that community with them.
It was fantastic. I mean, I did the very first one in 2002, and I'd known Sandy for many years. There were hardly any young women who were playing jazz that I came up with. Pretty much all the bands that I played with were all men.
I've learned many skills that I wouldn't have learned otherwise. I've really enhanced my improvisation skills, and I've gotten a lot more confident using the different chords and creating melodies out of them.
Well, we have Hannah, and she's a really nice tutor. She's taught us a lot about scales and how to improv, and if anything happens and if you're in the wrong scale or stuff like that, how to get back on track and how to just stay in the groove.
And that's the thing about jazz. It's not always polished. It can be rough and raw, but until you give it a go, you don't get to see what it can.
Isn't there no wrong note in jazz? That's the thing. You only hear half the music if you're not if you don't have a diverse kind of range of voices there.
Yeah.
Every voice is unique. So it's important that we make space and we create an environment where people can develop that voice. I really hope that a lot of young women think about this is the next step. If you're sitting there and you're thinking, maybe I want to sort of step forward and take that solo, this is a place to try.
And it may give you just that confidence just to do it.